Uh, so the person that got choked out on the subway, his death was ruled a homicide, though the person who killed him has yet to be charged.
A major development in the death of a man put into a chokehold on the subway. The medical examiner's office now ruling it a homicide.
And there is growing outrage that the former Marine who was questioned has not been charged. CBS 2's
Wow, he was a former Marine, so he knew what he was doing would kill the person, and yet still killed him. That's just bogus.
Allie Bauman live at the train station in Soho tonight. Allie.
Maurice and Christine, the 24-year-old Marine veteran who put the victim in a chokehold on Monday, was questioned by police and released that same night. Even though the medical examiner has now determined it was the chokehold that killed him, we're told the Marine is not in police custody tonight, but the district attorney is investigating.
Why is he not in police custody? The moment the medical examiner ruled that it was a chokehold that killed him, there should be a warrant for his arrest for murder.
A group gathered in anger Wednesday inside the East Houston and Lafayette subway station, where 30-year-old Jordan Neely was choked to death on the subway 2 days prior.
Our life was essentially taken away. Someone who's homeless, struggling with mental health.
One witness said Neely had been panhandling and shouting on the train, but the witness said it did not appear this man, who seemed to be suffering from some kind of mental disturbance, was seeking to assault anyone.
From what I've read earlier, I mean, yeah, just shouting at people that you're hungry and you want water doesn't warrant murder, nor is that assault.
The 24-year-old Marine can be seen holding Neely in a chokehold for nearly 3 minutes, while 2 other passengers helped to restrain his arms.
But in reality, he was in a chokehold for 15 minutes, even when the train stopped and everybody was getting off. The vet still held him in a chokehold.
All 3 of those people who held him should be arrested. A proper investigation should be conducted. The man who choked him to death should be charged with murder.
According to the Marine Corps, the man who sources say put Neely in a chokehold is a decorated veteran Marine sergeant who separated from service 2 years ago. Neely was a subway busker and Michael Jackson impersonator with more than 40 prior arrests and an active warrant out for his arrest from a felony assault. Homeless advocates argue none of that justifies his death.
It's horrible that...
No, it doesn't justify his death, because at the moment, he was not assaulting anyone or causing any harm, so killing a person for yelling on the subway is fucked up.
Something had to go to this extent, this tragic loss of life, to underscore that this approach of treating people as dangerous or as a threat just because they're in need has to stop.
A spokesman for District Attorney Alvin Bragg says the office will review the medical examiner's report, assess all available video and photo footage, identify and interview as many witnesses as possible, and obtain additional medical records.
There's not much you need to look at. The examiner already says that the chokehold killed him, and there's already ample videos showing the Marine killing the guy.
Let's let the DA conduct his investigation with the law enforcement officials. To really interfere with that is not the right thing to do.
While there are surveillance cameras on some subway cars, we're told there were not any on this one. Governor Hochul called the incident deeply disturbing, and the Marine Corps denied to comment on the investigation. We're live in Soho. Allie Bauman, CBS 2.